retire off of options. Let's work out the real numbers. Starting off, you'll need to know how much you spend every year. Break that down to how much you spend per month. It seems daunting, but this is necessary for you to know and to calculate how much you need. From very good sources I have, a realistic, absolute, all around general number you need to retire based on how much you spend is about $75,000 a year. Pure, where everything you know is being spent. This is the expenditure. So this is with post-tax money, okay? I'm talking with post-tax money, the expenses you have per month all the way to per year. Food, housing, transportation, throw in a couple nice vacations, throw in some gifts for weddings and baby showers and Christmas, throw in car repair, throw in the car tabs. It's truly a good amount if you're living a reasonable life, about $75,000. Okay, so here is $75,000 expenditure. I'm going to divide that by 12 months. And you'll see here that it takes about a little over $6,000 to live a good, comfortable life. Remember this amount, $6,000. Okay. So I'm going to throw out a number out there and then you can modify it by yourself. So let's say that we have $500,000. This could be from just over the years of long time term savings, your 401k, your IRAs, savings you've had. Maybe you could sell your house, and now you have $5,000. So here is paper money. Okay. Well, let me go to the option chain. I'm going to select TQQ just because it's based off of an index and it's a fairly low price. It's at $56. And out here, I'm going to just give myself a monthly expiration dates. So I'm going to roughly handle this every month. I'm going to pull up monthly option chains, okay? Head back to the calculator. Here's the calculator again. So here's the $500,000. I'm going to divide it by 56, okay, because that's the price of TQQ. It's going to tell me about how many shares I can get. Okay, I can get about 8,900 shares. So I'm going to divide that by 100 because options always comes in blocks of 100. I can sell against 89 contracts, okay? And to make it even more conservative, let's make it 80 contracts, okay? So let's remember that 80 contracts. Here is the option chain. I'm going to pull out a month out. Pull out a month out here. Here's a month out. I'm going to generally, I like to sell out the money and about 5, 6, 7 points out. Okay. I'm going to select 58. Let's do that one. Let's do the 59 strike price. Okay, so I'm going to change this to 80. 80, sell against 80 contracts. 1 month away, TQQ. I have collateralized about $500,000. I've had to buy roughly 8,000 shares of TQ divided by 100, which gets the 80 contracts right here. What does it yield per month? It yields this, $15,000. Okay. There are so many nuances to this. I'm really painting this with a broad brush, but I'm showing you I'm giving you numbers to work from. Okay, so this is based off of $500,000. Then you can work out the numbers yourself. If you halved this amount, if you have $250,000 or $300,000, you'll have to get less contracts. Let's pretend this is half. Half of 15,000 is about 7,500. But that alone already surpasses your monthly expenditures. Again, so many nuances, but I want to make it clear to you that can a person with some good strategy, some extra knowledge, can they retire on 300,000, 4, 500,000 with a good option strategy? It can be a yes. It can be a yes. And all the meanwhile, your capital will stay there. Your capital of 500,000 will always be yours. I'm really emphasizing the power of investing and the great power of options. Options provide so much for you. It's provided additional income with little added effort. It decouples your effort. You don't have to go buy stuff and spend it and then beg people to buy it. You don't have to put in 100 hours of work per week to yield something, like get like a second or third or fourth job. You're using capital as your little soldiers. Have to make that point clear. So that is the message for today. I gave a very extremely simple scenario and you can modify it. This is based off of $500,000, pending at a generous 80 contracts. And an out the money, a pretty good out the money, I was about 7 points away, about 5 points away, out the money. So let's take this and let's see what it yields. So remember this amount, and I'm trying to be very generous. I'm gonna round things down, okay? 15,000 a month, but let's do 15,000 flat times 12. That's $180,000, okay? I'm gonna divide that by your initial investment of 500,000 times 100. That's 36% return. That's unbelievable. It's very, very impressive. And I cannot emphasize the decoupling of the input. You don't have to get 3, 4, 5 extra jobs. You don't have to buy a pallet full of stuff, of lemon to make lemonades. The extra work is not there. You're using leverage. Please understand this word. Anyways, very simplified. Can you retire with some knowledge, some extra training, learning options? Absolutely. Have a great day. See you on tomorrow's trade.